Conservatives continuously whine about Che Guevara's relatively good standing in the world, complaining about human rights abuses and his role in the Cuban Revolution. But do these conservatives really care about human rights? I think the answer is no. Take Che Guevara's top critic, Humberto Fantova, who wrote articles defending the late Chilean dictator Augusto Pinochet. There's a clear difference between Che and Pinochet. Che and Castro overthrew a brutal dictatorship. Pinochet overthrew Latin America's oldest democracy. To highlight the hypocrisy, let us go through one of Humberto Fantova's articles, Pinochet the Untold Story. Here he claims that the Chilean army was up against thousands of armed and dangerous Marxists. What half-baked drivel! The coup was not seen as a civil war, but a massacre, where right-wing cowards gunned down unarmed people. This was made clear in the excellent film called The Battle of Chile, a struggle of an unarmed people. It really is a must-see film. Allende's supporters were unarmed and were quite committed to democracy, unlike their right-wing opponents. Humberto Fantova ends the article with a swipe at the victims of these dictators. Horthy, by the way, deported 400,000 Jews to the extermination camps. Now let us compare Che Guevara's victims to Pinochet's victims. The historian John Lee Anderson could not find a single instance where Che ordered the execution of an innocent. He believes that those executed by Che were guilty of war crimes, which are punishable by death. Now we come to Pinochet's victims. There were many innocent victims of the Pinochet dictatorship. After all, they overthrew a democratically elected government. The most famous victim was Victor Jara. Victor Jara was a Chilean musician who supported Allende's Popular Unity Coalition. When Pinochet seized power, he was rounded up along with other supporters of Allende, sent to a concentration camp, tortured and then executed. And supporters of Pinochet have the gall to complain about Che. I find that disgustingly hypocritical. They even accuse Che of being a sadist, which is laughable considering that they support a dictator that committed these inhumane atrocities. These atrocities were committed against supporters of a democratically elected government. I find that sickening and outrageous. It certainly tells you all you need to know about Che Guevara's critics.